Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am reacting very belatedly to the 3.4 special broadcast, the Cyberpunk collab. I'm very sorry I couldn't watch it Friday with all of you guys. I normally try and do a watch party, but I was in Denmark with IO celebrating Bond. So sorry guys. I am here now, though, and I'm very excited to see it. I do know a little bit about what is coming because all of you were talking about it on social media, but I haven't watched the special broadcast yet. So this will be me watching it for the first time, and you can relive it. If you haven't watched it, I guess you can watch it for the first time with me. If you've watched it before, you can watch it again and see what happens. I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. It's been pretty good for me. The temperature in the UK has finally lowered. We are not in a heat wave anymore. It's back to sort of normal summer temperature, which is nice. So now I can breathe and exist again. So I'm good, thank you. And I hope you guys are as well. The broadcast isn't that long this time. Sometimes it goes over 1 hour and it seems like it's actually only 45 minutes, but 45 minutes of top tier content is also worthwhile. So I feel like we should just watch it and then we can talk about it. I'm sure I'll have to pause at times and be like, wait, what? And you can explain to me if I'm not getting it right. Yeah, so keep it spoiler free because I don't know what's happening. Before we start it, I'll skip to where it actually starts, but let's just test. Is sound coming through okay for you guys? You can kind of hear the music. Droodle, yes, please post the redeem codes here for anyone who hasn't used them yet. Remember, you have to use them today or they will be invalid. So yeah, we gotta get them in. Yeah, I'm good, guys. Thank you. Yeah, please post the redeem codes and we can even pin them maybe so that people can see them. I have watched the Cyberpunk anime, yes. I watched Edge Runners when it came out, so I feel like that's a few years ago already, but yeah. I did watch them. I didn't play Cyberpunk 2077. I did play some of it. It's not for me. I think it's a great game. I'm just not the target audience, so I haven't completed it. Maybe one day I will. I really want to like it. I just don't think it's calling to me. But yeah, I think it's a really cool setting, and I think it will work really well with Wuwa. So I think the collab will be really, really cool. I'm very excited to see how they merge those worlds. You've got to use them. Yeah, remember guys, use them. Yeah, we're just doing the live stream today, guys. We're just reacting to this content because I didn't get a chance to do it. Yeah, it's a very different countdown, isn't it? You can tell that they're doing it in sort of the Night City setting. I thought the animated show was good, yeah. Again, I think it's a really cool setting. I just think it's not... The gameplay just isn't my preferred gameplay. I don't like any kind of game where I have to, like, where vehicles are a major part, and it feels like the combat was very sort of mix of stealth and action. I'm too impatient for stealth. There's just a few things about it that just means it's not for me, but I recognize it's a brilliant game. And I wish I could kind of get over the fact that I'm not enjoying the gameplay. But yeah, I think sometimes a game isn't for you, and that's okay too. Like, I think the best thing to do is just be like, let me play something else and let everyone who's enjoying it enjoy it, because I think it is really important that there are games of every kind for every person, because we don't all like the same things. So just because I'm not completely seeing the vision, it doesn't mean that I don't think that game should be there. I think it's great. 3 hours left for the codes, guys. Use them. Use them. Have I heard the English voice acting worth in Path of Exile? No, I haven't. Sorry. Am I going to pull the collab characters? Probably not. Probably not, guys, because I don't have a lot of pulls left, so I'm going to have to skip them. I haven't watched Super Cup Solaris yet. I've watched the 2 previous fan-made content shows, but I've been a bit busy, so I'm kind of... Yeah, Rebecca's free, so I'll get her. But yes, I'm a bit behind on watching all of the fan-made content. There's one more to go, which we'll try and watch. Yeah. Yeah, we still have 3 hours left, so either go and use the codes now or write them down and go and use them immediately after this stream. I'll do the same so we can make sure we get it in. Strange visitors beyond the door say cheese, which already sounds intriguing. I'm going to write them down straight away because I will remember. I will not remember, I was going to say. So yeah, if you've not used them, now's your chance. You've got 3 hours. Don't forget, don't be me. I always forget to use them. Be better than me. Which character did I pull for? The last character I pulled was Hiyuki. But because I have such terrible pull luck, it took me like almost 160 pulls to get her, and then exactly 80 pulls to get her signature weapon. So this is why we can't pull for every character, guys. I'm cooked. Also, I've heard that Cartethyia is rerunning, and it probably will be the last time in a while, so if I'm gonna S6, now is the time, so I kind of have to save everything. Have I ever voice acted in a room with other voice actors? Yes, but it's very rare. I do performance capture, so when I'm doing that, the other actors will be, that's like motion capture, but where you're also doing the voice in the face. For those instances, often the other voice actors will be there, but it's very rare that we voice act with other voice actors in the room. So yeah. We are cooked, guys, but at least if you are also cooked in terms of pulls, we are the same, you know? I'm not here being like, oh, I've got pulls everywhere. I'm broke. I'm absolutely broke. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of content they've got cooking for us. Yeah. You came in between playing Valorant as soon as you got the notification? Oh, that's kind of you. Thank you so much. This won't be a long stream. We're just going to watch this content, talk about it, then I'm going to stop the stream, and then I will be back a little later because I'm trying to wrap up all my stream series that I still have a little bit of content to do in. So I'll be back again in like 2 hours time, and I will do the very last bit of Mass Effect 2 because we need to go back and do a final bit of the final mission. If you know, you know. And there's also a bit of DLC called Arrival that ties together Mass Effect 2 and 3 that I will play. And then next week I'm starting my playthrough of First Light, which IO have very kindly given me a copy of for free. So I'm going to try and play through that over the next 2 weeks. But next week will also be a busy one because there is all sorts of what do we even call them? Shows where games are being announced and promoted. So, you know, we've got PlayStation State of Play, we've got Summer Game Fest, and we've also got Xbox Showcase, and I'll probably try and do watch parties for all 3 of those. There may be games of interest coming out, so we'll be doing those. Also, it's my 1-year streaming anniversary next Monday, so on Sunday, I'll be doing an anniversary stream because I know Wuthering Waves 3.4 comes out on Monday, and I know you all want to be playing that. So on Sunday, I'm going to do a little celebratory stream to look back on my first year of streaming. We will look back on some highlights, probably things like me going, guys, I will never stream again. It's a one-time only thing. Comedy ensues. You know, we'll do a little compilation of every time I said, I'm not a streamer, guys. All of these things. Some highlights. There'll be some giveaways. There'll be a little quiz for those who enjoy trivia. There'll be a whole bunch of shenanigans. So feel free to come back for that. Oh, the wind is a paid extra today. I've got like wind effect. So yeah, it'll be a fun little thing. Feel free to come for it if you are free. I know, 1 year already. Where did the time go? You can tell the time has passed by my plants behind me. They have grown in size, and also my hair is longer. So that's how we know. Yeah, that's how we know. 1 year already. Did I know Cyberpunk Edgerunners won Anime of the Year? I don't remember that it did, but I believe it. I watched it. I thought it was great. Am I going to any cons? Yes, probably, but all those details are being finalized, so I can't announce anything until they are. So, yeah, we will all find out when I find out. What do you mean, did I really watch Edgerunners? Why is that in doubt? Why would I lie about having watched Edgerunners when it came out? It was everywhere. I kind of feel like at this point in, we should have established that I'm someone who's been playing games for longer than some of you have been alive, so I'm kind of curious as to why people are doubting if I say I've played something or watched something that I actually have done it. Why would I lie about that? My gamer credentials are on my channel to see. Like, also keep in mind, before Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red was already very famous for the Witcher series, which I have played since the first game came out. Again, a game that maybe is older than some of you. Why would I not be interested in watching the anime that was made based off a game that CD Projekt Red, like, I don't know. Yeah, people like to doubt, I know. Is it because I'm a woman? I'm curious. I can promise you one thing, guys. I will never say that I played something or watched something if I didn't. I'm very honest about what I'm doing and not doing. And I'll also explain why I'm not doing it, because people like to misinterpret and be like, oh, you just don't like it. Like, people are allowed to not like everything. Yeah, new Witcher 3 expansion next year. Very cool. We will be there. I played The Witcher. Yes, guys. I've said many times that I like the Witcher book series. I loved that growing up. Okay, let's get ready for this. I'm just gonna adjust the sound a little bit. But yeah, of course I played all the Witcher games. The Witcher book series is one of my favorite book series. All right. Okay. This is good. Okay. Q and X. Oh, okay. These are, I feel like the names of the presenters are getting more and more exotic. Okay, exciting updates. Here for it. Have I played Wuthering Waves? Expert trolling. The college now faces possible closure. Okay. Oh yeah, of course the synchronists obviously would have nothing to synchronize with. But I'm sure Lucilla's got a plan. I trust. She's been keeping the academy in check. Nah, she'll find a good way to handle it, I'm sure.
真的挺替校长捏一把汗的。不过经历了这么多，我们也相信洛萨拉校长一定可以做得很好。那么，在展开探讨新剧学院的未来之前，我们也来讲讲。
Let's talk. Yeah, take a moment to talk about where we are now. Okay.
相信不少漂泊者也
Let's summarize.
我们此时所处的地方氛围与拉海洛完全不同。
Guys, I'll check your questions later. We have to watch some of this.
这里有一种属于都市的喧嚣与神秘。
Could this place be? Is this Night City?
在3.4版本，明朝与赛博朋克边缘行者的联动内容将正式开启。
Yeah, this is cool. It's a full year since, yeah, because it was Summer Games Fest, wasn't it, that they announced this? Yeah, how did they get into Solaris? That's a real question. I want to know.
新剧学院内凭空出现了一扇门扉。 这道门扉本身其实并无威胁，
that makes sense.
但门后正不断向外溢散出一种异常的频率。
An unusual frequency has been leaked through.
恐怕还需要进一步
Further investigation.
但
Okay.
出人意料的是，这道门扉连接
It's not connected to any of the Sunwar realms we're familiar with. It's a new world. Okay, okay. I'm already going to pause there just to talk about that, because that was one of my big questions: is how are we going to get the Edge Runners characters into Solaris? Because I felt like there were two ways they could do it. Either they could establish that Night City actually is in universe, and if so, my guess would have been that they would have said New Federation, sorry, is Night City, or Night City is a new Federation. And I was like, okay, I could kind of see that, because from what we've heard of New Federation, it does feel like it's futuristic and like a city, vaguely inspired by the US. And so I felt like visually that could have matched up with how Night City looks. But I also like what it seems like they're going for here, where it is a completely separate realm. The worlds are not like, it's not the same place, same world. But because of these sort of portals that can open that we've seen before with like Hanami and other Somnoirs, that's the conceit for how those two worlds can merge. And the fact that they're even saying it's not connected to any Somnoirs we've seen before, it's a whole new world, I think it's really interesting, because I feel like that opens the possibility that these portals can also open to, you know, things that are completely disconnected from Solaris. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I like it. Yeah. The Woowa verse expands. Yeah, exactly so. But I think that's really interesting, isn't it? Because if you open that door, then suddenly we can go all sorts of places, and also all sorts of other things could come to Solaris through these kind of gates. So again, like if it's handled well, I think that opens up a world of interesting possibilities for us all. I saw a few of you were already asking a bunch of questions. I'll quickly scroll back and answer some of them, but I will probably miss some questions while we watch the content because I can't read everything you say and watch it at the same time. You can't hear any sound. Is the problem with you? I hope so, but guys, let me know obviously if you can't hear any sound, but I've only seen one person saying that, so gonna hope that that's just a one-person problem. And yeah, guys, no discussion of leaks that aren't officially announced. That is against my NDA, so please keep it leak and spoiler-free. We can only talk about what we are seeing in the content. Have I played the Drakengard series? No, sorry, I have not. People are finding it hard to believe I'm an anime fan. Look, here's the thing. I like anime. I've never said I was an anime fan because I kind of feel like that implies that I would be totally clued into what is currently happening. I've been very transparent about the fact I like anime. I used to watch a lot when I was younger. I have not had time to keep up with a lot of things recently, and it's just because I'm busy. So everything that is like the new anime, I probably wouldn't have seen. Edge Runners is actually probably the only thing I've seen recently. But if you're asking me, have you ever watched anime? The answer is yes. And if you're asking me, what did you watch specifically? You need to rewind, like go back in time all the way to things like Elfenlied, Hellsing OVA, Death Note. Like these are the days of anime that I watched, right? We need to go all the way back to there. Naruto, like go way back, and the answer will be yes. Go even further back, Catgirl Nuku Nuku. You know, early Ghibli stuff. Like I think the first anime film I saw was probably Valley of the Wind. You know, you got to go way back. So if you're asking me about Violet Evergarden or Apothecary Diaries, I'll be like, I don't know. I haven't watched it. I'm so sorry. I'm busy. But if you're asking me about stuff that's like a while ago, yes. So hope that answers the question. Casual anime fan, yeah, I like anime. I just don't have time. Like it's the same for, you could also say I haven't watched a lot of recent TV shows or films, and it's just because I'm really busy. I travel a lot, I work a lot, and so it's just not enough time. Anyway, let's go back into this. Lucy and Rebecca is going to come over, which is very cool. This is kind of like Night City and Hanami in one, right? It's a projection of their memories. Okay, that's cool. That's a nice way of doing it. Yes, okay, trailer. Locking in for the trailer. I've not seen this.
People see the anti-void canopy and praise its ingenuity. They'll never get to see the blueprints of the ones who were ejected.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to see more Lucilla. She's cool.
Let's leave this place, Rover.
Oh, where are we going?
This academy was a global initiative from the start.
I love when the rovers speak together.
That's the bedrock of this place. And the bedrock of what it means to be a synchronist.
Oh, the film strip. And the funky music.
Look at the camera.
Oh, this is her combat showcase. Oh wow, not the Polaroid. Oh, the little film strip. Oh, is she a pistol user? Why did I not know that?
Illusions of the past.
Why did I think she was Gauntlet? Or is she a pistol? No, she's got... I don't know what she is. I'm just confused.
Humanity does not always set out for the sake of victory. A brave soul took the first step to...
But I like how funky the music was there. She's everything, yeah. She's clearly everything. It's rectifiers, okay. See, that's what I... Yeah. This looked gorgeous. This really actually kind of looks like it does, like Cyberpunk does. Like the game does.
Got a score to settle with that Nightmare Tacit Discord. Everything else can wait.
That Nightmare Tacit Discord?
Mine now.
Which one? Yeah, and the moon.
This might hurt. We're not done yet.
Oh, she looks cool when she fights.
Optics override.
I like how they make it look very like combat in Cyberpunk.
You're under new management.
Ah, she looks gorgeous. That is so Cyberpunk, that one frame there. That's exactly how I remember it, because I did play some of the game. I played like a few hours of it. And let's see, Rebecca. Yeah, that looks really cool too. I feel like they visually did this really well. It feels very faithful to both games' styles. And yeah, it's the original VAs, which is really cool.
Lucy, listen.
Is that Adam Smasher?
Not resist. Everything
Wait, was that David?
easier.
It's not safe here. We need to leave now.
Was that David? In the... What?
The Academy has rolled out defenses all around.
Huh.
It's just a dream. No matter if reality's a fucking meat grinder, you gotta wake up and face it.
Oh, okay. Right. We're gonna pause there and go back. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Okay. So first impressions. This looks cool. I think Lucilla's a great character. I'm excited to get to see more of her. I think visually they did a really good job of making Lucy and Rebecca. It's so interesting how I know that, well, Edge Runners and Wuthering Waves are both anime style, but they're not like the exact same visual style, but they've made the characters look at the same time incredibly recognizable as the characters from Edge Runners. Right? You see them and you're like, yeah, they look like they do in the anime, but they also look like they fit into Wuthering Waves. I think that's really cool that they made them look so, you know, like they fit. You accept that they're the same characters and they also look like they fit into this world. I love that their combat mechanics visually also look very reminiscent of, well, certainly I feel like Lucy's look very much like how I remember playing Cyberpunk and hacking, how that looked in the game. Like there was one frame that looked incredibly like playing Cyberpunk 2077. So that was really cool. Yeah. Do I have plans on pulling for Lucy? Look, if there's any chance, maybe, but I am so broke and I need to save pulls. Have Geralt and Renacita. I feel like, guys, I need to pin a message saying, yes, I have watched Edge Runners, because we're going to have 100 people asking me. I feel like already so many people have been asking. I'm just going to let me pin that, because I'm going to have to, because otherwise we will be here all day. Yeah. Let me just fix that for a second. I'm gonna go on YouTube, find my own video, and mute. Because otherwise we'll be here all day. Everyone's gonna be like, have you played it? Yeah. Have you watched it? No. I'm just gonna pin that. Whoop. And then I'll do the same on Twitch if I can. The stream ended for a second? What do you mean the stream ended? The stream's still streaming for me. I gotta do this because we're gonna drive each other crazy, because I'll be too flippant with you if I've answered it 20 times and you. No, it didn't end. I just paused the video. All right, let me see if I can pin it here. Where is it? Did I watch Edge Runners? Yeah, it's already pinned. Okay, great, guys. Thanks. We got it. I'll go back and watch it again. Right. Let's just replay the trailer one more time. I'll just rewind it back to, where did it start? Let's watch the whole little bit again, because it was really cool. Yeah, let's do the whole thing again.
亲自介绍。
不如就让我们一起来看看3.4版本的版本 PV。
Huh, don't know why it said an ending stream. That was probably just my bad.
3.4版本 PV 为选择的梦，夜之城霓虹如雨，新剧学院星火不息。
Did Edge Runners watch me? I don't know. Maybe.
都将在光影交
Let's watch it again one more time.
拉开帷幕。
it does open the door for Geralt and Ciri to be, like, everyone can be in Wuthering Waves now.
See the anti-void canopy and
Ciri can open
ingenuity.
portals, so...
They'll
Great.
never get to see the blueprints of the ones who were
I'm interested by what she's saying here about the ones that were rejected. Give me some funds for this collab, if I had any. I am broke too, sir.
Let's leave this place, Rover.
This academy was a global initiative from the start.
I hate portals, yeah. Geralt wouldn't want to come. He'd be like, ah.
That's the bedrock of this place.
I like how we've got this film strip everywhere. That feels really cool. And I like how she fights. I'm so intrigued by what she's a rectifier, but she's got like every kind of weapon. She's shooting with the camera. Oh yeah, of course, rectifier. She's got that thing there. But that's like clearly a pistol, and then she goes to blades in a second. But I like that. It's like, I guess if she's that kind of film. Oh, but she also looks different there. She's lost the hat. Is that a different form? Let's just check that out. Is her different fighting styles, is that like film references? Does she fight in different ways? Depending on, like, is it, I don't know. Because like, this is what she normally looks like, right? But then here, in a second, it's like she has a second form. Right? Like now, she doesn't have the hat on. Or the coat kind of thing. And now she's got kind of like blades. Yeah. And also, in her little, whatever this rectifier object is, it's kind of like there's a little person in there. I'm just wondering if she has, like, different forms depending on... Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of looks cool. She's the female James Bond? Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. She looks great. I actually almost think she looks cooler in this second form. But I often quite like the second form of characters. Yeah, no, she seems cool. She seems cool. Yeah, sorry, I don't know that other character, but I believe you. And now the Cyberpunk stuff, yeah.
Night City was never really home.
I am so intrigued to see how this is gonna, like, how it'll be to explore. If this is what it looks like in-game, that would be so crazy. And this, the moon base. So the Nightmare Tacit Discord must be Adam Smasher that she's talking about, right? I don't know who else. I'm keeping this spoiler free for people who don't know what happens in Edgerunners, but like, she said it very specifically, that Tacit Discord. And it makes sense that he would be a boss fight. But this bit, like, it's here in a second. Like, she looks really cool in these. It's like this bit, for me. Like, obviously this is like the woo script, right? The font. But this bit is exactly how I remember Cyberpunk looking when you're kind of doing the, like, mini-game hacking stuff. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the exact terminology. I haven't played it in a while. But yeah, like, this is from the game, isn't it? That's exactly what... Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. A quick hacks, net running, yes. Sorry, guys, my terminology. It's been a while since I played it, because I played it when it came out. So, like, it's a while ago. It was like COVID times. But, yeah, I think this is so cool. And I like that they're taking such great care to make it quite faithful. So, like, the people who played 2077, who watched Edgerunners, like, you really get that care of detail. I think that's really nice. And I also think I have absolute faith that they will have done this in a way where if you're coming into this blind, you don't know anything about Cyberpunk, they will explain everything. Because remember, the characters in Solaris didn't play Cyberpunk, right? They didn't watch the anime. They don't know these characters either. So because they are going to be strangers in Solaris, we're going to have the benefit of them having to explain to Rover and to Lucilla and to whoever they meet what's going on. Who are they? So you'll be able to follow it. But I think it's nice that they've done these things. That means if you have played those games, if you have watched that content, there'll be little like Easter eggs and little references that you can appreciate. I think that's just the perfect way of doing it. Not alienating people who don't already have that knowledge, but making it rewarding for the people who do. Rihanna interrupted you watching the stream? What? That was like an ad or something. Yeah, this looks great. I just thought this was so cool. This was so cool. And I really, this is one of those, like, quest markers, right? Like that little yellow dot in the background there. So that makes me feel like we'll be able to explore these areas that kind of look like this. And I'm even wondering now if that means that maybe the way they built the Honami maps was actually them kind of, you know, testing out how they're going to do these kind of maps. That'd be interesting. Anyway, let's see.
Nowhere to go.
Time to knock the rust off.
And it's cool that they've got the motorcycle in their animations. I like, again, like sort of the cartoony effect of how she shoots the gun. That looks really pretty. And yeah, how cool is it that you get a free character? I love that. That's cool. Yeah. I think it looks great. And then this. So again, I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just go back here, right? Where is it that we see him? Yeah, so, oh my god, that was so quick, sorry. I'm so bad at, like, catching the exact frame I want, but, like, this looks like an antagonist from the anime. Called Adam Smasher, that these gals would have some personal history with. And I just think that's quite intriguing. Like, the idea that he's also here. Again, I'm gonna let them show us how that all unfolds. But yeah, this guy here is Adam Smasher, and yeah, I'm intrigued. I think it makes perfect sense thematically if we're gonna square off against him, if we're gonna fight him. But then, so that bit actually doesn't surprise me. That's like, okay. But then this is the bit that made me go, what? Again, I don't want to, like, spoil anything, but this is definitely a character from the anime. This is the main character of the anime. And this is an interesting implication. Again, like, what is this? Is this a flashback? Is this an alternate universe? Like, where are we in time at this point? I know that it will not be something straightforward. There'll be layers to this, but I'm very intrigued by all of this, these little cameos that they're showing us here.
Everything will be easier.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Yeah, you can use common. Okay, thanks. But again, like, what's this? They're getting invaded, and we've got all the heroic characters kind of, like, banding together to fight. It's intriguing. I'm very excited. And also, we've got swear words in Wuthering now. And I think, in a way, it's not that I think we need swearing necessarily, but I think it's cool that they're, I guess, keeping it true to how these characters actually talk in the anime, because it's definitely not PG. There's a fair bit of swearing. So, yeah, I think it's very cool. I mean, they did kind of censor it a little bit here, right? They bleeped it, but...
No matter if reality's a fucking meat grind.
You know, she did swear. They just, like, blooped it a little bit, but she did say effing. So, yeah. Very cool. I think they've done a good job of making it feel both very Cyberpunk Edge Runners, but also very Wuthering Waves. So I'm hyped for this. I am hyped. Even as someone who hasn't played all of Cyberpunk, I'm intrigued for this because I think it'll make a lot of sense, and I'm very interesting to see how it'll expand on the lore in Wuthering Waves. I feel like it's not just going to be a little, shoehorned in thing where, oh, here's a side story. It's going to be a collab where, yes, in a way it's a side story because it's going to be about some different characters from a different place. But I feel like whatever they do to get the reason they're there, it will give us new information. It will change something in Solaris or what we know about Solaris that I think will open doors for future content. So I'm very excited to see how they handle it. Yeah. And yeah, whether it'll be canon, I don't know. Maybe they've spoken out about that. You mean like whether it'll be canon for Cyberpunk? Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's continue with the stream just to see the rest of the content. We haven't even that was just the trailer. We haven't even seen the rest of it.
漂泊者们好，欢迎回来。
从 PV 里可以看出，守护学生们的梦想。
Safeguarding students' dreams and finding a path forward for the college is no easy task. Yeah.
但洛斯拉没有退缩，选择
Lucilla's not going to back down. We've seen that
这
before.
份勇气或许
She doesn't give up.
都要动人。
是的，不过这从来也不只是校长一个人的事情。在 PV 里，我们也看到了很多熟悉
Yeah, I
的
like that we
身影
see all the
学生们也在
the
用他们的方
students
式
as well
努力
showing
守
up.
护着属于他们的学
Yeah,
院。
we've got
相
Chisa.
信无论
I saw
结果如何
Lene, I saw
与
Mornier, I
校
saw
长的守护同
Sigrika.
样弥足珍贵的，学生们也在用行动回应着这份心意。
Yeah.
而我们刚刚提到的
That's nice.
门扉另一侧的夜之城，看起来确实与索拉里斯的世界截然不同，充斥着完全不一样的氛围。
It'll be cool to see a very
并且呢
different
随着
area.
门扉对学院的侵蚀，出现了越来越多的梦魇残像。
Okay, yeah, so
星际
okay,
学
I
院
see. So the
将和 边缘
the
行
night
者
metascores are
联手
coming out
一
of
起
the
解决索拉里斯的危
oh,
机。
come out of the
在
portal
3.4
2.
版本中，译文任务边缘幻梦
Episodic
将于6月
quest
8日正式开启。星际学院
Oh,
将
so
与
it's not a
夜
main
之城
story
的边缘
quest.
行者联手，一起应对未知的挑战。此外，潮汐任务第3章幕间。
We
我
choose
们
the sky.
选择天空将于6月13日开启。
Okay, so there'll be a
洛萨拉
second.
能
There'll
否
be a
在各方势
segue.
力的拉扯中守住那片属于学生们的天空。
That's
答案
focused around
就留
Lucilla.
给漂泊者们
Okay.
去见证吧。
那么
Oh,
接下来
wait, wait,
是时候
wait.
给大家
Sorry.
介绍一下
Okay, what did you guys say, comma? Oh my god, this is a game changer. Sorry, but I recognize the face there. Is that Alto? Is that my boy Alto? Well, now you have my interest, Kuro. It's my boy Alto. It's James Day. I am very excited about this. I don't even care if he's just there for a second. This game needs more Alto. 5-star Alto when? Kuro, when? Okay, okay. Yeah, sorry. I was just very excited by that. I was like, I saw someone there. Yay.
那么接下
Okay.
来是时候给大家介绍一下
I hope he
即将与
gets a
漂泊者
boat
们
this
并
time.
肩作战的新朋友了。
I'll give him a bike at least.
首先为漂泊者们介绍来自夜之城
Okay,
边
let's
缘
meet
行者
meet the
全
Edge
新
Runner,
共鸣者
Resonator Lucy. Okay. Man, I do like. I hope I get lucky for once in my life, and I can like pull her in like a single pull or something, because she does look great, and I would love to have her, especially because based off 1.2, I fear these characters might not rerun again. It's like a one-time thing. I'd love to grab them both, but we'll see. She looks great. Stunning. Yeah.
这个世界中流光溢彩的
Beautiful.
场景和平时索拉里斯的世界有点不同。外表看似冷酷的 Lucy，
Looks
坐在
cold
大楼
and
之外
distant.
也似乎流
Yeah,
露
well,
了
she
一丝
probably has
淡淡
reason
的
to.
温柔。
你说的没错，而表面看似冷淡的 Lucy，实际上啊也是很在意同伴的人。
我看到她行走在月球表面，笑容恬静。那片月光
110 pull.
对她来说是不是有着特别的意
I'll
义？
hold you to that. Thank you.
是啊
Manifest it for
对
me.
Lucy 来说，能够踏上月球
110 pull is all we
从来不只是
have.
一个浪漫的幻想，而是一种逃离的
It
可能。
represents escape
童
for
年的
her,
悲惨
yeah.
遭遇让她早早看清了现实的残酷。她一
She
直
looks
渴望
great.
真正的自由，渴望找到一个真正能称之为家的地方。只是没想到，为了靠近那片月光，她却付出
I
了
like
远
her
超
rainbow
想象的
hair
代
as
价
well.
看来
Was
在
the-
这样的世界里，
Was the
连自由
shift
本
so
身
harsh
对
in the
效益
anime?
带
I
下
kind
的
of
关
remember
系
it as more of
也
the
许
gradient, kind of
也
like
许
how
从来
Mornier's
不是意
hair
外
is.
而是
Here
夜
it's
之
quite
城最
like
真实的底色。
blocky.
哎，对了，
Maybe that is what it
刚
is
才
in the
开头部
anime.
分我看到有一些类似系统入侵的视觉效果，难道 Lucy 是一位黑客？
哎，
Yeah,
你
it's just
猜
kind
对
of
了
it's very like
没错
severe the
Lucy 是一
shifts
名
in
技术
colors.
极其高超的黑客，擅长潜入复杂的网络系统，获取那些常人难以触及的机密信息。他的性格一如他的行动风格，冷静、神秘，总是保持着理性与克制。他更习惯单独行动。
Yeah, I
也很少
remember it as a
想考虑提及
gradient.
自己的过去
So I was just kind of
仿佛
like
始终
surprised to be like, oh, I
在
didn't
与这个世
remember
界
it being
保持一
these
段若
like
即若离的距离。
sections.
听起来他像是在有意把自己藏起来。那么我
I'm
猜
fairly
Lucy
sure
的
it's
战斗
the
方式
same voice
一定
actors
也
from the
与黑
anime,
客
yes,
身份
for
息息
Rebecca
相
and
关
Lucy,
吧
I believe.
你猜对了。Lucy 是一名衍射
I mean, it
属性的
does
无线
kind of
控
look
制
like
者
it's
使
a
用了
very
系统
sort of
配方
severe
身为一
partition
名神
there.
秘的网络黑客，Lucy 的战斗风格如分子线般隐秘而致命。她擅
Yeah,
长
look,
使用
I could
快速
remember it
单
wrong.
独
I
路
just
线进行
remembered
作
it being a
战
gradient,
直接从
but
后
maybe
方
I'm thinking
瓦
of
解敌人
Mornier's
的
hair.
战
It
对
was
于
blocky in
路
the
人的
anime.
加
Okay,
持
fair.
现在的她可以对血肉之躯进行骇入，对敌人造成直接伤
Look,
害。
she looks
在
really
战斗
cool.
中，Lucy 可以通过骇入限制敌人的行动，配合单分子
Yes, and it's the
攻击
same
和数字
VA for
双
Lucy and
重层面
Columbina
上对
in
其造成
Genshin.
伤害 释放共鸣技能时，Lucy 会在攻击的过程中
It's like the
将敌人的
Mandela
信息
effect. We're all
逐一
remembering a
释放
gradient, but
当最后一
it
段
wasn't
攻
a
击命中
gradient.
时，这部分解析完成的信息
It looks cool how she fights with that, like, string.
增
Looks
加
really
对目
cool.
标的骇入进度。当能量满溢时
When her energy
Lucy 会
peaks,
通过
she
骇入
implants a
在敌方的
phantom
视野
into their
中留下
perception,
幻影，诱骗敌人的同
luring
时
them into a
破
trap
坏整
before
个
collapsing their
数字空间
cyberspace.
以此造成伤害。
Okay.
进入强化状态后 ，Lucy 会提升一体的
Her
输出效
cyberware
率
operates at
从而
high
对敌人
efficiency.
造成更多的伤害。
Okay.
Lucy 的共鸣解法会让她进入意识深潜状态，在赛博空
I
间
mean,
中，
this
她
looks
可以
super
自由
cool.
突破防火墙的限制，通过选中各类骇入模块，对敌人的大脑直接造成破坏。此外 ，Lucy 还可以用她的共鸣力强化感知模块。
Oh,
使
wait,
自身
she can
具
see
备
through
穿墙透视
walls?
的效果。不仅如此，
What?
她可以将这份视野
You can
透
share it
给
with
贝
Rebecca.
卡
Wait, so
让
can
后者的
Rebecca
镭射
shoot
攻击
through
可以
walls?
直接穿过墙壁，对目
What?
标造成伤害，以便更高效的锁定
What?
并清除那些
They're
藏匿于
they're
掩
obviously
体
going
后
to
的
be a
敌
team
人
together, aren't they?
Lucy 在离场时会利用自己的黑客技
My
能
God.
保护小队中的其他队
That's
友。
cheating.
当严奏技能触发时，他会在离场前为接替登场的队友留下反制程序，以此保护对方。一旦队友遭到攻击，他留下的反制程序
Okay.
将会被触发并害入敌人，或使他们陷入短暂的停滞状态。
Yeah, it feels like these two
在
characters
三面
will
之
work
全新
well
武神
together,
配
which I
枪
think is
圣
obvious.
女也将同步上线。
Spectral trigger. And that will be Lucy's?
简洁
'Cause
明亮的
Rebecca
颜色
uses
以
a-
及全息镭射特效，满满的科技感，真的很符合 Lucy 作为黑客的
Yeah.
身份。
This looks cool.
没错，Lucy 随身携带智能手枪，为了让手枪更适应自身的战斗风格。
Yeah, the
Lucy
synergy's
也将
locked,
把
but I
智能
think that
手
makes
枪
sense.
进行了一定
Because
的
the
特
thing
殊
as
改
well
造
is everyone will
现在
get
手
Rebecca
枪
for
的
free,
通常状态
so
和过载
you
模式
just need to
可以
pull
通过
Lucy
武
if
器
you
两
want
侧
to
的
have that
全息投
team.
影标记显现，枪身的部分位置被喷上了简洁、亮眼的银色，微微透露出一点和 Lucy 头发
Looks
相似的
cool.
淡蓝。除了加装全息投影标
Guys,
记
one
和弹
second,
道预算外
one second. I'm just gonna pause here. Give me one moment. I might need to. So my brother is visiting. I might need to let him in. Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. My brother's visiting. He just needs to grab his bag. I'll be right back. We'll put you on BRB for a second. Give me 2 minutes. Hello, friends. I am back. And thank you for asking. No, my brother is not a voice actor. He is a music producer, which is why he's visiting here. He doesn't live in this country, but he is out here doing cool work, and he needed to come and grab his bag, which he has done now. They're not N7 agents. No, that would have been cool. Right, let me just rewind this video for a few seconds. So we were talking about Lucy's weapon. Wait, why is the video not? Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, this bit I did see before I got interrupted.
除了加装全息投影标记和弹道预测外，枪身本体再无更多的装饰和喷涂，符合它一贯奉行的。
What genre of music does he do? A lot of different ones, but I think he does a lot of Afro beats.
但这把继承而来的枪不仅仅是一把武器，更多的是代表着一段
A fragment of the past you can never reclaim. I'm intrigued by that.
夜之城的过往总会浮现在 Lucy 的眼前，给予她战斗到底的勇气。
希望 Lucy 终能找到属于
I hope Lucy does get a bit of closure, but I'm wondering if there'll be a Cyberpunk Season 2 Edge Runners.
认识另一位来自夜之城的神秘少女。
当然，比起 Lucy 安静而危险 ，Rebecca 更像是
Yeah, Rebecca has a different temperament. Let's just be honest. If you know, you know. I feel like she and Lene will get on with the spray paint. Season 2 is confirmed, but will have different characters. Okay, fair. But then I guess they can kind of give them a canonical ending, or like...
看起来是能和林奈聊得来的小妹妹。
Yeah, she and Lene would hit it off. Even the visuals here are kind of... like, the colors are kind of similar. Wait, does she have a dog in her animation? That's so cute!
哥哥的离世让 Rebecca 无依无靠。 尽管从表面上，他依然嘻嘻哈哈，不在意生死，但他愿意付出一切去保护身边的人，只为了。
Wait, were they being funny there? What? Okay, let's see if I remember. You said comma. What did they just say about her? Just trying to go back a little bit. Yeah, this is the one. Almost indifferent to life and death. I just thought that was funny. What are you saying, Kuro?
去保护身边的人，只为了重要之人不再被这个世界夺走。即便身处这座不容轻信他人的城市，瑞贝卡内心深处的那份纯真和善意，依旧未被城市的阴霾所吞没。
听你这么一说，她的张扬。
Oh, what? She's got a little tower there.
与这个世界对抗的方式，
可以这么理解。
Okay, that's kind of funny. She chooses to assert that she's alive in the loudest way possible. Yeah, fair.
外表轻快，甚至有点可爱，但一旦出手，就是毫不犹豫的轰鸣。
I think she's an interesting character as well because there's such complexity to her, right? She looks one way, but she has a very different personality. Auto turret, yeah. In the prequel comic, she wanted to create an animal shelter. That's nice. So she'll be a pistol user, but she can also, like, she has a shotgun animation. I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Now, the more I know. See, I'm a year into streaming and now I'm learning. She is very cool. I like the way she fights. It'll be fun to try and see how she handles in combat.
当使用公民解放时，瑞贝卡将借助心之给予的力量改变一体，切换为猩猩手臂的她。
She equips her gorilla arms. Okay.
Mark 3型重机枪对前方的敌人
Hi,
进行
Brazil.
疯狂扫射，一切的威胁终将湮灭于弹雨与狂笑之中。当瑞贝卡满协作能量退场时，她会在战场中留下一个机枪塔，并命令它自动攻击。如果下一位
Yeah, I didn't know there was a prequel comic, but now we know, guys.
对机枪塔输入过载指令，大幅提高其威力。
Yes. Okay. So now they're talking a bit about their synergy.
看来经过了
Looks cool.
并肩作战
Looks cool.
瑞贝卡和 Lucy 在战场上已经有
Yeah, they've developed an unspoken understanding in the
在战斗过程
battlefield.
中啊 ，Lucy 和 Rebecca 还拥有
They
专
share
属的玩法
exclusive
他们可以
mechanics,
通过
special
特定攻
effects.
击为目标附加特殊效果。目标被触发斜度破坏时，会受到持续伤害和短暂的停滞效果。Rebecca 的
looks
爱
cool.
枪也是陪伴他走南闯北多年的伙伴。 在3.4版本中，全新
Is that what her weapon looks like in the anime as well? I can't remember.
作为 M76E 奥马哈的克制化版本，你很少能在一把枪的身上同时看到花哨与实用。加装下挂配件的枪重量称。
Yeah, I'm sure the characterizations will be accurate. I know that there was a collab in terms of writing as well, which is very cool.
圆环样式的粉色全息图标不仅可以在战斗中显示当前的
It does more than track ammunition. It also projects playful. Oh, okay. So that's those little almost emotes we saw. Yeah, the shotgun was the. Yeah, I remember the shotgun.
持有者更快速的进行瞄准。Rebecca 将不羁的个性喷吐于枪，枪口对敌，后背与友。在这座冰冷的城市烙印下他来过的真理。
介绍完在神秘门扉后
Okay,
遇到的
looks really
新
good.
朋友们，接下来也该和漂泊者们聊聊我们已经认识
President
一段时间的
Lucilla.
洛斯拉校长了吧
Oh yeah, let's hear more about
漂
her.
泊者对洛瑟拉已经非常熟悉了。从课堂上的第一次见面，到后来一起解决学院暗面的异变，我们一起踏上过许多战场。对于我们来说，他既是良师，也是益友。
不过说实话，在没有一起经历过这些前，我对他的第一印象其实更像是一个
Fashionable and confident big sister.
我懂你的意思。
Okay.
精致的手提包
No, guys, I can't pull all of
甚至
them.
随手拿
Sorry,
出的通讯器
impossible.
都
I
是
have
漂亮
terrible
美妆
pull
件
luck.
谁又能把这些和刻
I have
板
to be
印象里
selective.
的严厉校长联系在一起呢？时尚、优雅、自信，确实是他给人的
I feel like she does
但
always
随着
remind
一
me
次
of
次的并肩
Cantarella,
作
not
战
just
我们也
because she has
逐步感
purple
受到了
hair.
洛
There's
萨
just
拉的
something about her
魅力
energy
和
that
力
is a
量
little.
对她的了解也更加深入了。作为新剧学院的掌舵人，我们也即将在潮汐任务，我们选择天空里看到他以校长的身份站在另一个战场
In the
上。
main quest,
这
we
个
choose
战
the
场
sky.
没有战斗，没有明示，却同样关乎学生们的
Wait, so it's the Cyberpunk quest, not the main quest? Is that because they called that an episodic quest? So is that a
那么
separate
接
thing
下来
entirely?
就正式给漂泊者们介绍新剧学院的校长，守护理想的野心家洛瑟拉。
Thank you, Susu. Thank you so much. Well, this is intriguing. Wait. She's doing the Matrix now? And oh wait, so she's just referencing films, aren't she? Isn't she? Look at this.
新剧学院的校长，守护理想的野心家洛瑟拉。
Sorry, it's just what am I seeing? These scenes all look really familiar. The standing on the desks, yeah, Dead Poet Society. Definitely a Matrix dodge here, right? Bullet Time, and then Truman Show. She's a film nerd. Makes sense, I guess. Lucilla's Trinity confirmed.
画面里的洛瑟拉潮流浪漫，飒爽大方。
Okay, so the collab
洛瑟拉
story.
任何时刻都
Okay,
在
I'll
门内
pause so I miss nothing here. So you're saying, yeah, the Cyberpunk story is separate from the main story quest. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. I can see that happening because I guess that means they can keep the main story quest very Solaris focused. But it could also be that the main story in 3.4 then is more about just winding down the sort of the future of Star Torch Academy, like what's going to happen next. Again, like they were saying now that the Exus Rider has become Lahai Roy. We respect its new name, and is no longer with us. Certainly not physically with us. What does that mean for the Academy? What does that mean for the Synchronous program? I think it could make sense that then the main story quest is focusing on those questions, and it kind of rounds out that bit of the story before I imagine we might move on to new things, because in that 2-year anniversary sort of, it's not a trailer, but it was like a little mashup video we saw where we looked back at all the previous characters. We did get a hint at a new Huanglong region, which I think a lot of people said was, did you say it was Mengzhou? I can't remember what people said it was, but it was a new Huanglong area, right? Which looked really cool. And so I'm wondering if that means we are going back and seeing a little bit more of Huanglong, because we've only obviously seen Jinzhou and the surrounding regions. But obviously we know that that's like just one little bit of that massive area. So it'd be interesting if we go back there, and maybe then this is kind of the bit of story that will round out Lahai Roy for now, before we move on to something else. And yeah, hopefully we'll get more politics of Star Torch. I feel like it sounds like we will, because now that we've dealt with the immediate threat of Aleph 1, And we have Imeth back, and the Fraxiters seem to kind of be moving on to other areas and other nefarious plans. I guess it makes sense that we can get more into the politics of Star Torch Academy, because that's something I remember wondering about when we were introduced quite a while ago to Lahai Roy. Like this idea of, it seemed like there were very many vested interests and hidden politics in Star Torch Academy. And I was quite curious about that. And it feels like Lucilla's going to be the character that we will explore those dimensions through. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to get to see that. I feel like that's probably then what they're going to do. And then I guess keeping the cyberpunk as a separate bit of story, I guess it makes sense, because that meant you could have had one team working on all of that separately while someone else was working on the main bit of story that ties in with the rest of the plot, but like also segues into wherever we go next, if we go somewhere else after this. That makes sense to me. And also, I guess it means it keeps the cyberpunk content completely optional. You know, if someone was like, I actually only care about Solaris, I don't want to know. I guess I can see that. It makes sense to me that, yeah, that way you kind of have both. And it means you also don't have to force the narrative in the collab section of the game to also fit into whatever the main story quest is going to be. I think that's quite nice, because it means they can kind of keep the integrity of the story they want to tell in the collab without it affecting the main story necessarily. So yeah, we're keeping it spoiler free, but this is just me guessing. But I think that's really cool. Yeah, no leaks, please. No spoilers. Yeah, we got to keep it quiet. Right, okay, so let's continue back. And she's Glacier, which is cool. So I'm guessing she will work with Hiyuki. Yeah, anything that has been shown in videos is all good. It's just if anyone is saying anything that is speculation at this point, that is not official info. She enjoys field trips. I love her little bag accessory.
不过，也正是这些点滴日常，让我们看到了一个既可靠又亲切的洛瑟拉。刚刚注意到画面中还有
cassettes, ticket stubs, and a vinyl player around
这些
her.
元素，好像都是承载记忆的物件。
Oh, the objects hold memories. Yes, of course, because she's a memory type resonator. Yeah, I would be surprised if she didn't have Hiyuki synergy, because when is the last time we had a Glacier support? Jeju? Like, ages ago. She hasn't had a rerun in a year.
解决了暗面的难题，那些画面像胶片一样在眼前展开的场景，确实让人印象深刻。听说他因为这个共鸣力，还承担了部分日常维护磁带的工作。
是的，是很特别又重要的共鸣力。不过啊，这份能力也有它的代价。
It's very cool. I want to know more about her memory powers.
她偶尔会从仅剩的几条童年记忆里翻出一条来，反复回味。但是印刻在记忆里的心情，带着怀念，也带着怅然。
Blend of nostalgia and melancholy. Yeah, okay.
在用自己的方式守护着学生们正在创造的鲜活滚烫的青春。那么他在战斗时是不是也会应用？
I'm intrigued because I feel like the little bit we got to see in her segue was very interesting, and I'd love to know more about that. She can summon or recreate her memories. Lucilla's a 5-star Glacier Resonate. Okay, let me just pause this so I can read it properly. Okay, yeah, so she's Glacier, Rectifier, and these are the materials she's using, and her forte is Memory Palace. Okay. Adept at switching between Glacio Chafe and Echo Resonance modes. Well, Glacio Chafe is what Hiyuki uses as well, right? That's her negative status effect, if I remember it correctly. Again, guys, I'm not like the nerdiest in terms of like kits and builds and all that, but this is just what I vaguely remember. And Echo for Sigrika. Okay, fair enough. So she can work for both of those. Okay. That's cool. Like, Lucilla's definitely a character I feel like I would like to pull, because I have Hiyuki now at great cost. If you know, you know. And so I'd love to get a good support for her if that's what Lucilla is. But I also feel like I might have to get her on her rerun, because, again, realistically, I don't have a lot of pulls. We've got the Cyberpunk stuff where, again, it's kind of like now or never if you want to pull those characters. And also I've heard that Cartethyia is having her final rerun for a while. So if that's all true, I'm going to have to be very strategic with how I pull. But yeah, Lucilla seems really cool. And purple is my favorite color. So, you know, I'm sold. All right, she looks great though. Her material is Forget-Me-Not. Yeah, that makes sense. When I saw this flower in game first time, I thought it looked kind of like voidy, and I thought it was going to be for Denia, but it makes sense that it's for her with the Forget-Me-Not. Sorry, I had a question here. Am I and the other colleagues allowed to talk about your works? What do you mean? Do you mean like, can we talk about other games? Basically, voice actors can talk about anything that is official information, anything that is out, anything that we are officially linked to. We can't talk about things where we haven't been announced. We can't talk about things that aren't out yet. That's the rule. So if we're here like being quiet, it'll be because we're talking about stuff that either hasn't been announced or we haven't been announced in it yet. So if it's something that's out, yeah, we can talk about it. Right. Yeah, rip my pulls, rip everyone's pulls.
与他稳重的行事风格不同，战斗时的他更像真实的自己，率直。
She becomes straightforward and playful. She uses a weapon that can switch between a camera and a pistol. She collects film rolls and photos, wrapping her film in dazzling light to strike foes. Combat style is elegant and composed. She retrieves film rolls, and when she collects them, she develops photographs. Okay, that's kind of a fun mechanic. She takes pictures and then she retrieves them. Huh. Fatal frame. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. That's kind of funny. I hope that there's a skill called Fatal Frame for her. Dealing damage. Yeah, she looks cool. This looks really cool, like a cool playstyle. Yeah. Consuming photos to deal additional damage. It looks cool. I love the way that combat flow looked. I feel like she's a character I'd love to pull and play with Hiyuki, but yeah, too many characters, too little asteroids. Isn't that the case? She freezes the memories, therefore Glacier. I see it. I see it. Freeze frame, yeah, of course. Missed the trick, but yeah, freeze frame. I see it, I see it. And it did show little versions of her. Yeah. It's a delicate 3D projector. Yeah, and it was showing different versions of her in it. That makes sense. Yeah, so these are the different forms of her, because that's how with the blades, right? Yeah, that is kind of cool. Holographic display in the center of the frame. Transitions between light and shadow. Daily serenity and combat movement. Okay. She's got a heh and a not heh form. Peaceful moments and grand confrontations. It's true, she does have, I don't care, nonchalance and I'll wreck you fighter mode. Okay, the first redemption code. Remember to write it down, guys. First code, strange visitors. 2 hours left to use these codes. Hurry up. Get your asteroids. The codes are not expired, you've got 2 hours to use them. So if you're watching this live right now, go and do them.
漂泊者们好，前面为大家介绍了边缘行者的队员们，我对这座城市啊，
Yeah, this looks cool.
X 策划，快快全
Tell us about Night City X.
好的，那就让我们先通过一段视频来感受一下这个来自门扉之后的世界吧。
This looks really pretty. Oh, I mean, I could be wrong, but people are saying they're not expired yet. Guys, I already said I didn't watch it Friday because I was working. I was busy working. No, the codes usually last all weekend. So yeah, this looks very cyberpunk. I wonder how big this map is going to be.
眼前的这座城市并非真实的夜之城，它是星之极域读取 Lucy 的记忆后，在幻梦空间中
So we go into
投影
Lucy's
复现的幻象
memories.
我们从其中一语窥视 Lucy 的星象，窥视这座存在她记忆之中许久未见的高科技城市。
Okay, so that also kind of explains why it might look slightly different. It's because it's reconstructed in Solaris from her memories.
石亭为这座城市泡上一
So
层
it's a somme noir. We're not actually going there.
因为融合了拉海洛地区梦境的缘故
Okay.
我们眼前所呈现的城市样貌与 Lucy 记忆中
It does, yeah, it doesn't perfectly replicate her memories. I think
它依然笼罩于夜色之下
I think that's a good way of handling it, right? It explains that thing of either we would have to like physically go there and it's either in Solaris already, which I could accept it if it was in New Federation, or we would have to have like a portal to take us there. But then again, you'd expect it to be exactly how we know it from the anime and the game. So I think this is a really elegant way of solving that. It's Night City, but not 100%, which also opens up the door for things to be different because it is a somme noir and it is based on Lucy's memories, which obviously, I think there's a lot of science about memories and how every time you remember something, the memory changes a little. And so it'll always be subjective. A memory isn't 100% truthful in most cases, which I think opens up interesting possibilities. And it also, I think, implicates that things could be different in many ways in this version of Night City, like this somme noir. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that. Right, okay.
用夺目的炫彩诱惑着每一个心怀梦想的人。
Looks
漂泊者在
great.
探索的时候需要多加小心。
Rowers will need to stay alert. More danger awaits. Yeah, it's like Konami.
还藏有什么？那就请各位漂泊者
Okay.
自行
I'm
探索吧。
intrigued. And I can't believe this is all, this isn't even the main quest. This is just
新的敌人呢？
another thing.
新型敌人梦魇亚当重锤将在夜之城等待着
Nightmare
漂
and
泊者们
Smasher.
的挑战。
哇，庞大的机械躯体覆盖全身，如同一台行走的钢铁巨兽，一看就知道棘手至极啊！
除此之外，我们也会遇到全新怪物梦魇。
Okay, so we get like enemies from the cyberpunk
梦
setting,
魇安保公
corpos.
司狗和梦魇突击公司狗。
Yeah, so various corpo enemies make sense.
哎，他们的装束冷峻而专业，看起来像是隶属于某种高度组织化的安保系统，或者精英武装特勤。
你说的没错，
Oh,
他
look
们
at that
更像
cool
是被标
dodge.
准化训练出来的执行者，行动统一，配合严密，几乎没有多余的情绪波动，都展现出极高的
Yeah,
效率
Arasaka,
与
if
压
you
迫
know, you
感。
know.
听起来就不太好对付啊！看起来一旦与他们
One
交
wrong
锋，
move,
就必须
and it could be
步步
over.
为营，处处小心。同时，我们将新增全新生态。
Yeah, okay, so we are getting Adam Smasher as a boss, really. And look at that. Look at her using the same kind of, she has the same
以及
effect
全
that
新生态
David
和平
has.
套装睡梦亡鬼之夜
A new
为
Sonata
漂泊者
set for them, that
提供
makes
更多搭
sense.
配选择
Yes, Sandivistan,
在
yeah.
3.4版本，随着译文任务的推进，也有新的玩法内容等待漂泊者来体
Oh,
验。
the codes are still
没错
working.
首先是
Great.
解密玩法
Remember to use them.
协议在探索过程中，漂泊者可以运用策略和逻辑害入，并破解
Wait, the
中央
hacking
设
is
备
in?
来推进探索或者
They
得到
added the
信息
hacking?
漂泊者将在代码矩阵中
What?
通过行业交替的连续点击破解，将所需的代码块按顺序
Okay.
填入画面右侧的区域中，匹配目标
That's
序列，
cool.
以此实现对目标的害入。
并且啊，Lucy 也将快速破解的方法
Oh, and
一同传授
she
给了漂
can.
泊者。
Okay,
这部分
I
场
think
景
that's
中
fun.
漂泊
I
者
like
可
that
以
they.
通过 Lucy 提供的害
It
入
makes
道
sense
具
that it's a
连接
separate
机
thing,
关
right?
设
Because
施
they put
并
in all
快速
these
破
like
解它们
cyberpunk
破解后
game
可以针对
modes
机关设施进行一
in
定程度的操
this
作
section of the game. I
具体
think
的
that's
方法和
cool.
步骤就请漂泊者自行进行探索吧。
希望这些新玩法可以带给漂泊者不一样的
Okay,
体验。
that's fun.
在
That's fun.
3.4版本还有一个被时光遗忘的
There's a
秘密
forgotten
研究
secret
所
research
等待各位
facility
漂泊
for
者探
rovers to
索。
explore.
哦，秘密研究所是和洛斯拉
Cartethyia
有关吗
Night City when.
没错，
Yeah, I know.
据说啊，秘密研究所在坠剑湖研究基地建成前就
Predates the construction of
虽说
Sundermere.
早已经关停，但很少有人知道，联运追捕
That looks so
废墟纤维
Lucilla-like with all
碎
the
者驾驶
film.
舱那些改变索拉里斯的重要科技，他们的理论原型都
I wonder if this is going to be like
现
a
在这里被
kind of a
洛萨赋予
memory
了新的生
database,
命
right? Yeah,
他用自己的
Lucilla's
能力
used her
将这里
abilities
改
to
造成一
transform
个
it into an.
秘密的展览
Yeah,
馆
that makes sense. It's kind of like an
正
anniversary
是那
thing,
些不
right?
被大人认可、被规则拒之门外的学生作品，每一件都藏着一
Each
个被
piece
否定
embodies
的
a dream that
却有
has
熠
been
熠生辉
denied.
的梦想。
Yeah, continues to shine
看
brightly.
来洛瑟拉铭记着的正是那些不愿被现实扑灭的
Okay,
心
I wonder if this will have like fan
好的
works as
那
well.
么接下来，请大家查收本次
Second
前瞻
redemption
会议
code.
第2个兑换码。 记得及时进入游戏，兑换领取哦。
All right, enjoy Alex's stream. Say hi for me. Beyond the door, guys. Beyond the door. I wonder if the devs were given assets from 2077. Well, they might have been. Let's look at the convenes for the upcoming version.
在3.4版本更新后
Yeah, so
冷酷的神秘黑客、孤独的梦
we're
想家
gonna get
全新五星共鸣
Lucy.
者 Lucy 的活动幻剧、梦、行于月盼，以及包着唐嫣
Sorry.
团队的七分组
And Rebecca.
全新五星共鸣者 Rebecca 的活动幻剧、怒、镜中愁燃。
So I'm wondering if they're at the same time.
武器方面，全新五星配枪圣影、全新五星配枪碎骨的活动幻剧也将同期开启。同时，联动共鸣者和武器的活动换取时间都将会持续。
Yeah, that's true. They're keeping it
版本
content
结束
because it's time
而
limited.
且
Makes sense.
本次的联动相关的活动换取规则与平常的活动
Okay, so this works
其实也有些
differently. I
不同
think
的
that makes sense because it's a
都有
collab.
哪些不同呢？
联动角色 Lucy 和 Rebecca 的活动换取使用的是捕梦波纹，联动武器圣影和碎骨的活动换取使用的是冥影波纹。捕梦波纹和冥影波纹可以通过参与联动活动、购买商城礼包以及新生兑换获得。同时
Right, so it has its own
联动
pull
调音活动
currency.
联动角色和武器的活动换取技术达到一定数量时，可获得联动活动换取专属波纹、捕梦波纹、
Okay.
Lucy 和 Rebecca 共鸣链自选箱等奖励。圆梦调音活动会在3.4
So there's an event where when you do certain
版本结
things,
束后
you
未领
get
取奖励
extra
将会以
pulls.
邮件形式补发
Oh, it's just a
在
login
联动
thing?
角色的
That
活
wasn't
动
clear
换
to
取
me.
和联动武器的活动换取中
Okay, yeah,
不会
so
产生余波伤害
yeah, don't
而
convert
是
your
专属
currency to
的
pulls
幻
for
梦
this,
商
guys.
品幻梦
'Cause you have to
商品
get
可以在
special
现实专属
pulls
商店
red
兑换边缘
pulls
幻梦回音频段、捕梦波纹、冥影波纹、联动专属飞讯聊天系统背景
Okay, you
和
can get
聊
a
天气
new
泡等
Waves
奖励
line
此
background.
外，本次联动角色的活动换取之间共享保底次数。
Okay, I
联动
have
武器的
to
活动换取之间共
take
享
that
保
in.
底次数，但联动活动换取不与其他活动换取共享
They do
保
not
底
share
次数
across other featured
具体的联
convenes.
动活动换取规则，漂泊者可以留
Okay,
意后续的。
so wait, so I think they were saying that Lucy and Rebecca have their own currency. It's not the normal golden pulls, it's red pulls. And you can get them either by, I think, yeah, like there are events like you can be doing things in game that will give you some of that currency, and you can also buy it with astrites the way you could normally convert astrites into pulls. But yeah, so you got, yeah, if you are looking to pull these characters, don't convert your astrites into regular pulls. Yeah, okay. So I think that answers the question as well of like, will I pull for Lucy? I mean, we'll get Rebecca for free. Will I pull for Lucy? If I can get lucky and get her within the amount of like collab currency that we will automatically get, then yes. If not, I may have to skip. But it seems like it's the standard 50-50. So you can still lose when you try and pull for Lucy and Rebecca. And the pity and guarantee isn't shared with the regular banners. It is its own thing. So again, if you're pulling for these characters, read up on these rules, because it seems like this is its own thing. So you can't like build pity on them and then pull a different character later. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Do I want to pull Lucy? Yeah, if possible, but I'm not going to go all in because I'm saving my currency.
官方公告，
So if I get
在
lucky,
6月13日，全新
And yeah,
武星
so-
共鸣者
and
洛瑟拉
Lucilla's gonna
的
be
活动
there
唤起
as well
显影于明日将
as
会
the
开启
regular banner.
漂泊者可以从中换取守护
So I'm
记忆的
wondering if
追光
she's
者
if
洛瑟
if
拉
both
和
Cyberpunk
他一起
characters and
守住
Lucilla are
星
all
月
in the
学院里
same.
闪亮的梦想与未来。武器方面，全新五星音感仪纯真的活动唤起将同期开启。而在6月18日
And then
五星共鸣者
this is what I've heard
卡
on
特
the
蒂亚的活动唤
18th.
起
So in phase
却也在
2,
风潮后轻舞将开启。
Cartethyia gets a rerun. This is why I was saving, guys, because you might know that I'm at S3 currently for Cartethyia. It's the only time I've ever got sequences for a character in this game. And I kind of feel like you guys have told me when characters have 3, like they'll have, you know, an original banner 2 reruns, and then we probably won't see them for a while. If that is true, this is my my one chance to try and S6. So I may go for that. And yes, limited collab characters won't return. True. But I also feel like I think the Cyberpunk characters are really cool, but I don't know if I'm going to use them much. Whereas I have been using Cartethyia as my main for the entirety of the time I've been playing. So I think if I was ever going to do it, this is the time. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to go for. Yeah, we will see. We will see. It might not be possible because, again, as you know, I have terrible pull luck. It can, so like if I like lose the 50-50 3 times in a row, it will be insanely expensive for me to S6 her. So it might not be possible, but I feel like we should give it a try. We should give it a try. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. It might not happen. And, well, it's not FOMO. That's why I'm saying I'm probably going to skip other characters and focus on this one, because I feel like I probably won't ever go for sequences in a game again. It's not something I normally do because I'm content with just having one copy of the character. I don't really need to go deep into it. So I feel like let's just try. It'll be the one and last time I ever try. And yes, I have bought 2 sequences with Afterglow Corals. That's why I'm on S3. I've pulled 2 copies and I've bought the 2 copies. So unfortunately, I do need to pull 3 copies. If it was corals, I have corals, so many corals. So it would have been great if I could get 2 more with that, but it's just not possible. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, and look, guys, I may never work on a gacha game again. So this is my one time to try and do something crazy. A lot of you have been asking from the beginning if I would S6 Cartethyia, and I've always said no, obviously not. So this might be the one time I'll attempt it. We'll see if it happens. It might not, but I feel like this is my one time to be like, let's try. Let's try. Let's see how it goes. I could get lucky. And am I getting weapon dupes? No. No. I'll just, like, S6 is as crazy as we're going to attempt to be. Yeah, look, this is the thing, guys. For every other character, having 1 copy of the signature weapon and 1 copy of the character is perfect. I don't need any other things. I don't have a lot of FOMO. They're nerfing arrow characters. Yeah. But this is the thing, guys. I'm not doing it for meta. I'm just doing it for the fun of being able to say I S6 the character. If I'm going to do it, it only makes sense to do it for this character, not because I voiced her, but because she's the only character I have sequences of. So because I'm already at S3, this is the only character I would even attempt it for. Yeah. All right, let's see. But again, it might not happen, but let's try it. Let's try.
同时，五星训刀不屈命定之冠的活动唤起也将
You're manifesting luck. Thank you.
介绍完活动唤取，再来看看大家熟悉的深坠异想奇境。
All right, Depths of Elusive
不知道
Realm.
大家在此前的
Yeah, I kind of like that
玩得
event.
开心吗？在 3.4 版本更新后，深坠异想奇境寻梦者也将现实开
It
启。
returns for a limited run. Okay, so we're getting a new version of it, right? Because we're already having the event.
可使用的共鸣者以及丰富的声牌套装，而在局外，漂泊者们还可以把自己满意的梦境构筑保存下来，并且飞渊梦居挑战也可以在局外直接开启。
Wait, what's this?
多个难度的飞渊中。
Oh, okay, so we're getting a lot more Elusive Realm, aren't we?
梦境再次开启，邂逅更多奇遇，完成挑战即可获得新生等奖励。
在 3.0 版本，我们设计了星际竞速赛活动。
Okay, okay, sorry, let me go back and check out that, again, the Elusive Realm stuff here. So we already have a version of Elusive Realm, Hanami, and so I'm guessing here we're going to get one that's in the Night City somewhere?
不知道大家在此前的现实回归里玩得开心吗？在 3.4 版本更新后，
But that still looks like Hanami.
寻梦者也
I'm
将
confused. I'm
现
like,
实开启
isn't this content already in the game?
局内将新增全新的关卡场景
Isn't this already in the game?
更多可使用的共鸣者
What have I been
以
playing?
及丰富的声牌套装，而在局外，漂泊者们还可以把自己满意的梦境构筑保存下来。
Provers can craft and save their own dreamscapes. I
也可以在
see.
局外
Okay.
直接开启多个难度的飞渊中
Okay, okay.
有着强大的
Yeah, it's a different version.
等你来挑战。
It's a different season. Yeah, that makes sense.
邂逅更多奇遇，完成挑战即可获得新生等奖励。
I think it's kind of fun. I've been playing some of it. It's kind of fun.
我们设计了星际竞速赛活动，为初次接触
Star
科
Torch
考摩托的
Racing,
漂泊者
yes.
提供了练习也展示驾驶技巧的舞台。
听你这么说，星际竞速
So we're getting more
要再次
racing?
开启了。
没错，星际竞速赛再开活动即将在 3.4 版本登场。
Okay.
这一次，漂泊者也将在全新的赛道
Brand
上
new
尽
tracks
情
for
驰
rovers
骋
to Terra Cross.
特别的，这次我们还将
Multiplayer
加入
mode,
人气玩法
okay.
漂泊者可以与其他玩家一起进入赛道副本，进行赛车竞速对决。
Okay. Well, that's
根据
kind of
到达
fun
终
for
点
those of
顺
you
序
who
并且
enjoy
胜
this.
可以一起赛车。
Yes,
我已经
guys,
可以
remember to
想象
spend
在赛道
responsibly,
上你
please.
追我赶的紧张场面了。
完成挑战即可获取新生。
Okay, so you can get rewards from doing this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. And we get a new hologram, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that makes sense. Let's just quickly go back to this racing game. Yeah, I think it makes sense because a lot of you are really enjoying the motorbike stuff. And I know some of you really like... I like how they kind of added competitive elements in that even with things like Sword to the Beat, you would see your score compared to people you are friends with in the game. And you could kind of like battle. And I think it's cute that they've added a multiplayer mode as well. So if you want to race your friends, you can do that. I think that's quite nice. You hope it doesn't end up like the Renacida race event one. What happened there? I don't remember. We had the running races in multiplayer? Oh, I don't remember this. Did I miss that? But I think it's nice that it is there, that it is an option. Yeah. Okay.
京剧竞速赛再开活动即将在3.4版本登场，这一次漂泊者也将在全新的赛道上尽情驰骋。特别的，这次我们还将加入联机玩法，漂泊者可以与其他玩家一起进入赛道副本进行赛车竞速对决，根据到达终点顺序一决胜负。
I'll ignore that then.
可以一起赛车。我已经可以想象在赛道上你追我赶。
You could sabotage players who load in slower? Oh, okay, that's not great. That's not great. Sportsmanship, guys. Sportsmanship. Play fair. Yeah, and we get a new tactical hologram. For those of you who enjoy those.
更强的战斗姿态，卷土重来。静候各位前来挑战。
听起来还有点手心冒汗。
Sounds intense, yeah.
越是强健的对手，击败
The tougher the opponent, the greater the triumph. Yeah.
欢迎感兴趣的漂泊者前来。
I think it's nice that they have these things for people who want to challenge themselves.
看看本次明朝与赛博朋克边缘行者的联动
Okay.
都有哪些主题活动
What else?
好的。
What else is
在
there?
3.4版本期间，活动夜都漫游
Night City Roaming. Oh, so this is an event where you can also get the special
包含了
pulls.
联动角色试用关卡以及现实挑战模块噩梦挑战。
其中的噩梦挑战
Okay, so a limited challenge where you're fighting Adam Smasher.
具体包含
5 standard stages and 1 high difficulty stage.
高难关卡，而且在这个模式中也可以使用全新共鸣者。
Okay, so you'll be able to use them like even as trial
相
resonators
关的挑战任务还可以领取专属称号
to get a title.
传奇粉碎者。
我已经迫不及待要跟梦魇亚当重锤一决高下了。
而且，除了以上2个联动主题玩法外，在夜都漫游活动期间，漂泊者完成现实任务，还可以获得信用芯片和对应奖励。
Okay.
累积一定数量的信用
So if you
芯
get
片
enough
后
cred
可以
chips,
解锁本次
you will get an
活动的
exclusive
专属
sigil.
寄语印章 Where did your love go？
Where did you love
值
go?
得一
Yeah.
提的是，在3.4版本结束后，没有完成译文任务《边缘幻梦》的漂泊者，依然可以解锁
Okay, so you can
及参
still
与
play it.
译文任务《边缘幻梦》，体验联动
Even
剧
if
情
you've not. Okay.
同时，为了让不同进度的漂泊者们能尽快前
Okay,
往
and you can
体验
skip to it. So if you're starting for this, you can skip to this bit of the story.
不过
I think that's fair for people who are starting and who want to not miss it.
我们这次还会有其他挑战吗？
当然，生活在夜之城，处处伴随着挑战。
I think that's
还记得之
nice
前提到的入侵
because
协议吗？
how would you catch
随着
up,
新的
right?
局域内
If you just started.
在易散，漂泊者要和 Lucy 一起骇入梦境，收束易散的频
Okay,
率
so
组成
I
稳
like
定
that
矩
there's
阵
lots
以免
of
对现实世界造成
little
干扰
events and
在
side
活动
things.
矩阵重组
Matrix
中
reform
存在普通和困难2种难度的入侵协议谜题挑战。首次完成对应难度的挑战
Oh, so this is like the hacking
将获得对应
game.
的挑战奖励。完成所有难度的挑战后，将会解锁隐藏关卡。此外，在3.4版本更新后，商城将上架林奈饰品
Linnaeus
得意
has
万
has
彩
an outfit
这件饰
accessory.
品啊，很有林奈的风
Oh,
格。
it's the
让它
glasses.
看起来俏皮
So
又时髦
sunglasses.
这适合他彩虹色的心情。
Oh, okay.
以及莫宁饰品星海的一角。
And Monia gets oh a little halo.
带着闪烁的光辉，像从梦境
Okay.
摘下的星光。在3.4版本中，这2款饰品将以现实
Right, so you can get them as
上架商城
accessories.
在礼包下架后，它们将转为常
And they will
驻商
become permanent
漂泊者
items.
届时
Okay, so
可
these
使
are
用
like
新生直接
optional
购买
cosmetics
同时
that you can
科考
buy.
摩托涂装
And there are
挥
some
别昨日
skins.
若以
And
略为
Linnaeus.
因果
Haven't we seen these before? Am I? They're back for a limited time rerun.
上
Okay,
网
I was gonna
进
say
阶
I
之
feel like we've seen
也
these
将
before.
限时上架商城，感兴趣的漂泊者可前往。
Oh, you can
获取
get them with
在
asteroids.
3.4
Okay,
版
that's
本期
nice.
间，将会开启7日特殊签到活动“清空之梦”，漂泊者们登录即可领取新生、可考摩托饰品、莫宁团子。
Monia cube.
与科考摩托涂装、静默阵列等奖励。
并且
Silent
对于
Ray.
本次
Okay.
明朝与赛博朋克边缘行者的联动，或许有部分漂泊者在之前发布的官方公告中已经知道，在3.4版本联动
During
活
the
动
collaboration
期间，
period,
漂泊者登录
rovers can
明
log
朝
into the
即可
game
通过差
and
菜
get
电光活
Rebecca
动
for
免
free.
费领取联动
Yeah,
限
that's
定无声
nice.
共鸣者 Rebecca。
That
除
is
此以外
cool.
本次联动版本
There's a
还会有
login
联动
event
主
where
题
you
签到
get
活动
pool
逐梦
currency.
赠礼漂泊者们登录游戏
Yeah.
即可获得签到奖励。本次活动
So you get at least 5
15
pulls.
个联动
15
活动换取
pulls.
专属波纹、捕梦波纹，以及联动专属头像边缘幻梦。
15 pulls. Okay, so you get 15 pulls for free for Lucy.
明朝与赛博朋克边缘行者的
And the
联动歌曲
collaboration song.
I really want to stay at your house 将会在版本更新后
And it'll be
直接
added
进
to
入
the bike,
深
so
约
you know if you want to
随机
relive
联
the
动
trauma,
专辑
you
音乐
can
列表中
you can do
让
that.
漂泊者在驰骋时有专属旋律相伴。同时
Imagine if I
也将
got her with the 15
收录进
pulls.
有声
Yeah,
作者
man,
有
that's
声真
that's what we're gonna have to
漂
hope
泊者
for.
们可以随时收听。好的，以上就是关于新版本活动
Okay,
和玩法的
okay.
全部内容了。接下来我们也同样带来了游
I was
戏
gonna say,
系
where's
统
the
优化
what's the
的相关
quality of
内容
life, guys?
一起来看看吧。
首先，在3.4版本
Streamlining
我们将
weekly
针对周度玩
challenges
法进行整合优化，
The brand new
新增了
collaboration
周度
tab
游历玩法合集页签，游玩页签内的任意周度游历玩法均可
Okay,
获得
so
周
weekly
长积分，
challenges
也就是周度游历值。
Gets you weekly
累积
activity
游历值
points.
即可解锁周度奖
Unlock
励，
weekly
每周
rewards.
将会重置游历值与
And
奖
it
励。
resets.
除了已经上线的签到门飞的意象，本
Yep.
次我们新增了幻梦游园
Oh,
狂想作为
Phantasma
新周度
Dreamland
游历
as a
玩法
weekly
这两
adventure.
个玩法的入口也将统一整合在周度
Did
游历
people
玩
like
法界面
this? I
后续
completed it,
我们也会
but
增加
I thought
更
people
多的
didn't
周
enjoy
度
that.
游历玩法。
不如我们就先来说说加入
I didn't
周度
mind
游历
it,
玩法的
but
幻梦游园
It's not my
狂
favorite
想
minigame they've done.
我们在保留常驻活动
They're keeping it permanent. Okay, fair, fair,
优化
fair.
调整并更新的部分
But
内容
there's a new
后
twist.
带来了幻梦游园狂想。幻梦游园狂想
Each
每周
week,
会随
it'll
机
surprise
提
you
供
with a
一个
random
观
stage.
供漂泊者们体验，并且还将
Plus
在
new
幻梦
relics
游
and
园的
strange
基础
encounters.
上新增
Yeah, I
基础
think
道
it's
具
fine that both
和
are there. Like, I think it's
行
fine
园
that there's
艺
an
术体
alternative if you don't
让
want to do the
漂泊者
combat.
们既能享受
You know,
玩
I
法
think
的
it's
同
fine.
时，也能从更多内容中获得快乐。
It's still
希望
Astrite,
每周
yeah.
都能给漂泊者带来新鲜
It's
感，
like a pull.
继续享受与深海伙伴的休闲时光。哎，对
Okay.
了，那加入周
Okay.
度游历夜签的签到门飞的意象，
Have there been
是不
tweaks
是
to
也有一些优化调
Fantasy
整呢
of a Thousand
有的
Gateways?
有的。除了刚刚
Okay.
说到的新入口，积分类型也将由原来的意向积
Switching
分
from elusive
变动为
points
周
to
度
weekly
游历
activity
值
point.
领取奖
Oh.
励的方式也将统一到周度游历玩法界面
Okay, so does this
领
mean
取
you kind of don't need to
同时
do
我们也对局
everything?
内部分内
You can
容
do it
引导
however,
任务等做了对应的
and you only
调
have to
整
do one of them?
更多更新内容，请感兴趣的漂泊者在更新后亲自体验。
Okay.
此外，在2.7版本上线的共鸣者培养
They've
方案
optimized the
也
Resonator
迎来了
Ascension
全
Planner.
方位的优化。在3.4版本更新后，
So it'll make it
漂泊
easier, I
者
guess,
可在
to
共鸣者
level up
培养方案
characters.
界面
You can
或
set
索拉
ascension
特纳素
goals.
材获取界面设立明确的培养目标。目标设立完成后，
Once you set a goal,
不仅可以在索拉
you can
特纳
immediately
素材
see all
获取界
required
面
materials.
直接确认当前养生目标共鸣者所需的材料，还可以通过快
Jump
速
straight
跳
to the
转前往对应
locations.
的材料获取位置。
Okay.
此外，在此界面计算培养材料时，
If the needed
若当前
materials
所
can
需
be
材
topped
料
up
数
via
量
supply
可以通过
packs,
物资箱、合成等方式
synthesis or
补齐
other methods.
将会有可补
It'll
齐的
display.
提示
Yeah,
并且
that's good because I always forget I
当
have
你
these like
与
items
生
that I
前
could have
提到
used,
双倍材料
like all the
活动开启
loot
的时候
boxes.
界面中也会有对应显示。
Okay.
另外，
It looks like they're like streamlining this whole thing.
在前期材料紧
So it
缺
might
时
make it
面
easier,
对
yeah, for
技
new
能升级
rovers.
无从下手
And for
不行
people like me who forget I
我们的
have
技能升级
resources
界
in
面也
boxes.
做了推荐的提示优化，将会标注最优先。
It's
和
highlighting the
次优先
highest and
推
second
荐
highest
升级
priority
的技
skills.
能
I think that's good.
这样在技能
Again,
升
it
级
helps
时
people
就
just
不会
like
迷茫
know
了
where to focus.
等等，这是什么？
This is
除了技能
nice.
升级的推荐外，还可以进行一键升级了吗？
Do we have
没
one-click
错
upgrades
当
now?
培养材料
If you
充
have
足
enough
时
materials.
在技能升级界面可以使用滑动条
Okay,
选择目
that's
标等
nice.
级
So you can just do it in
实
one
现
click.
一键升满技能等级。当然了，如果当前材料不足，但是有其他途径可以补齐材料时
Okay, that's
也
nice
会
that they're
自动
making it a
通过
little
物资
easier.
箱
So you
合
could,
成
if you
置换
pre-farm
等
all the
操作
materials, you can
进
just
行
be
材
like,
料补
click.
全
Nice.
省去了逐级点击的操作，养成体验上确实顺畅了不少。希望能给漂
That
泊
seems
者
good.
带来养成上的便利。
Because I know a lot of you do that, and a lot of you
有些
pre-farm the
攻略站
materials,
也会有
so
配套的优化哦
I feel like that will make it
首
easier
先
for
是
you.
刚才提到的共鸣者培养方案，将新 新增攻略站的快捷入口，
Shortcut to the guide
方便
depot
漂泊者快速跳转查阅攻略内容。其次，攻略站内的技能升级处将新增技能演示的详细内容，还可以查看相关的连招建议。
Yeah, it's hard. It's tough for the guide makers. I do feel sorry because obviously this will take away some of their views, right? But I guess it's also quite nice that it is in the game.
同时，相机功能 也迎来了迭代更新，将新增前后移动与左右倾斜的运镜方式，漂泊者们将可以获得更多取景角度，更加灵活。
So more camera movements and high definition options. Okay.
在满足配置要求的情况下，拍摄时可以通过选择多倍像素选项。
Oh, thank you. You Essex card because of me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
动人风景，还是定格珍贵回忆。
Oh, so this is just making it easier for people to, yeah, to take pictures and capture content. Oh, that's nice.
科考摩托也会新增
Expedition motorbike now supports appearance presets.
漂泊者可以在导
Ah, so you can create different presets and save them so you can swap between those easily. Nice.
接下来是不是该给漂泊者介绍下图形相关的优化
Graphics
信息了？
optimizations. Okay.
在3.4版本中呈现全新区域的绚丽场景，我们将虚幻引擎最新的 Mega Lights 技术应用到了我们的
Mega
游戏
Lights
开发中
technology.
目前这项技术因为需要光线最终的支持，因此仅限英伟达显卡可以开启。这项技术允许在场景中放置数百个动态光源
Hundreds of dynamic lights and shadow casting
不再
sources.
受到以往的技术限制。
漂
Okay.
泊者在开启后，城市的
Rip
夜晚
everyone's
会呈
graphics
现出
cards.
更加丰富的层次感。
But I guess, again, like if you have a
太阳
computer
光
that can
真
handle
实
it,
洒
it's
在潮湿
amazing.
的街道上，霓虹闪烁，光影交错。
I mean, I'll be honest,
十
I
座藏于
didn't
星之极域的
really
城
notice
市
the difference,
给
but
出
that
真实
might
的
just be
沉浸
me
感。
being
不仅如
blind.
此，在3.4版本中，你
Oh,
可以
you can-
通过
oh, you can actually destroy the
与
cars.
部分车辆进行交互。车门会
Guys,
打
I
开
haven't been on
并
PC
被
Kun
掀
since my
起破坏
first stream. It's a
进行
year
感受这
ago.
份狂野吧。
Get with the program.
听起来不错，在细雨与霓
I'm
虹
like
交
on
织
a
的街道
5080,
中探
come
索
on.
时，也能体验到别样的乐趣。好的，以上就是关于游戏新版本的各种情报了。接下来，明朝与 HSK 共同推出的困困系列
Oh,
Q 版
okay,
手
some
办
cute
也即将
little
与漂泊者们见面了。
figurines.
公民者们抱着小
They
枕头
look really
睡眼惺忪
cute.
的样子，真的超级可爱。更多具体信息，请漂泊者们保持关注哦。在本次前瞻的最后，我们
Okay,
还有
they
一
look
则
quite
消息
cute.
想和大家分享。
听起来像是有特别的安排。
没错，这一次啊，我们不仅会在索拉里斯
We
与
won't
大
be
家相遇，
meeting everyone
也希
only
望
in
把这份共鸣
Solaris.
带到漂泊者们的眼前。我们很高兴的和大家宣布，明朝
They're going
将在
to
今年
Anime
7月
Expo.
参展洛杉矶2026年
Good
Anime
news for
Expo
those of you who are or can go to LA, but sad news for everyone
期待
else.
与各位漂泊者
Yes, I've got a
线下相见
5080, guys.
更多
Why would I
展会
upgrade
相
to
关信息
something that
敬
wasn't
请关注
future-proof?
后续官方社媒发布。好的，那么现在
I'm
给
gonna be
漂泊者
playing
送
Halo
上
when it
最后
comes
一个兑
out.
换码
I'm playing
请及
Fast
时
Light
前往游
tomorrow.
戏设置界面兑换领取哦。
I need a computer that will be future-proof. Say cheese, final code. LA is kind of dangerous at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not there. But
好了，以上就是本次前瞻通讯的全部内容了。在
yeah, I
即将
couldn't see the
到来的
difference
3.4
either,
版
but
本
I
中
think that's
我
probably
们
just me.
将与边缘行者们并肩踏入未知的挑战。
Right.
也
Yes.
将
So
见
we're
证星际学
summarizing.
院里彼此
This
守
is
护的
coming on
柔
June
软
8th.
时刻
So next
前
Monday.
路或许布满未知与艰险，但也正因如此，
We're also getting this
同行的伙伴
new bit of
也
main
愈发
story
珍贵
that will probably
明
feature
朝
Lucilla.
3.4版本《未选择的梦》将于6月8日星期一正式开启。本次版本开启日期较以往有所
The
调
launch
整
date has been
还请
adjusted.
漂泊者们留意
Yeah. So
同
this is
时
a
预计3.4版本
3.4 is 32 days. That's shorter than normal.
愿我们选择的天空
That's shorter
星
than
火不灭
normal.
也愿那些未选择的梦亦有光芒。让我们相遇在霓虹闪烁的夜空下，重逢在星聚不息的学院中。
But
漂泊
overall,
者们
I think this content
6月
looks
8日
really cool.
拜拜。
Bye. Okay. Is this the kind of thing where there's like hidden extra stuff at the end, or are we just vibing now? In fairness, guys, I did buy my computer a year ago, and a 5080 then was not as expensive as it is now. It was before the price hike. It'll have a little scene. Okay. Well, let's vibe with the seals for a second while we unpack. I think that looks good. It's a short patch, but I think, yeah, this looks cool. Lucilla, yes. The Cyberpunk collab, yes. I like that it's like a separate thing. I think that's probably going to work out well. So we get both a bit of main story, and we get that Cyberpunk story. And it seemed like, even though they're on their own kind of banner system, they have their own pulls, we will get some currency specifically for that. So there is a chance, even if you're like me and you have to save your pulls, there is a chance that you can still you'll get Rebecca for free, but you could also get Lucy with those pulls. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Is this like young Lucilla? Kind of has the same hair color. Who's this? Who's this? I feel like that could have been young Lucilla. Oh, they're gonna play the song now. I would have let it play, but I'm kind of worried that the song is probably like gonna copyright strike me, which happens a lot at the moment. So yeah, it's copyrighted. So I'm gonna turn that music down. I'm really sorry. It's a banger. But you know, put it on yourself and just imagine that it was playing on the stream. Yeah, I think that's young Lucilla, but that was cool. That was cool. I really wish that they would make like things like this that is obviously going to be streamed and watched by people on streams, that they wouldn't put copyrighted music in it. But I also understand that, you know, they can't always worry about that. Yeah, I'm overall quite excited. I'm excited for this content. We'll see. I'll try and pull Lucy with the currency that I get specifically through doing events and stuff. If I don't get her, that'll just have to be the case. I usually skip characters every patch because that's just how it's going to have to be when you don't have good pull luck. I am probably going to try and save and not pull Lucilla either, even though she looks really cool. I think I'm going to try and save as much as I can to see how far I can get towards S6 Cartwheel, because this is the one chance. We'll see how that goes, but we'll do it on a stream when you can cry with me when I fail to do so. But it'll be fun. Yeah, on June 18th, my favorite character will return. Look, Cartethyia is not my favorite character, but she's the one I'm going to try in S6 because she's the only one I have S3. Yeah, it'll be all good. It'll be all good. I really enjoyed this. I see why people are hyped. I see why people are excited. I hope everyone's polls are blessed and that you get the characters you want really easily. I hope I will as well, but we'll see how it goes. No crying, just believe in S6. Yeah. Hey, look, you know what? In the beginning when I was playing, for the first few months, I was actually really, really lucky with pulls. And then just recently I've been incredibly unlucky. So who knows? It could flip back. The name Cartethyia sounds similar to Cartethyia in Ukraine and Russia, which means potato. Fair. You know what? She does give potato vibes. She's got little chubby cheeks. Not sure if I answered the question. Read the pinned message, sir. Read the pinned message. What are my thoughts on Cyberpunk Edge Runners and Wuthering Waves? I mean, I haven't played the content yet because it's not out, but it looks cool. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Cartwheel is a little potato, isn't she? It's okay. Yeah. Overall, I think this looks really good. I'm glad I'm caught up now. I'm sorry I couldn't watch it on Friday with all of you, but work be work, and I had first light important things to do. So yeah. I am very excited to play this content. I won't play it when it comes out immediately because I always try and give you guys a little bit of time to go through it in your own pace because I know most people want to play it first themselves. So it will come out on Monday, June the 8th. So I will probably play it on like the weekend, the weekend after, to kind of give people like a week to play it. So probably at some point in the week. Yeah, sorry if I assumed anyone's gender. Sir, madam, whatever you prefer to be referred to as, my bad. Chill out work. Nah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just go back to full screen. Stop trolling, guys. Read the pinned message. I'm not going to respond to it anymore. But yeah, I hope you had a really good time. And I know that other people are streaming Wuthering Waves content now. If you want to go and check out other people, I will be back with a different stream in 20 minutes. So you're also welcome to come back for that. For those of you who were waiting for the last bit of Mass Effect 2 content, we are going to go back and replay a tiny bit of the ending. You might know why. So we're going to do a tiny bit of the suicide mission, the very final bit again, and then we're going to play the Arrival DLC. So I will be back in 20 minutes time with that stream. And in the meantime, if you want to go and check out other people's Woowa streams, I think quite a few people are streaming right now. I know that some of you were saying that Alexa is streaming his 2.8 playthrough, I think you guys said. So yeah, feel free to go and check out any other content you want. Feel free to come back in 20 minutes time or not if you're not interested in Mass Effect. That's all good. But it has been a delight to see you all today. And yeah, I might see some of you in 20 minutes time. Good time to take a break. I will see if I can send you off for a little raid in the meantime if you want. Let me see if I can find Alexa. Yeah, there he be. So I'll raid him on Twitch, and those of you who want to go and check that out can do so. Let me just get that started. I need to set up like a faster way of rating people because it always takes me a little second. Yeah, started that right now. So if you want to go and check it out, you can do that. And I will be back in 20 minutes time with more Mass Effect for those of you who want to come back for that. So take care, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day. The stream is already scheduled if you are watching on YouTube, so you'll be able to find that link. I'll actually also put it in the chat for you guys. But you'll be able to find that very easily. If you are watching on Twitch, well, I will be right back on this same channel in a second. So that should be easy for you to find as well. Here is the YouTube link to my Mass Effect stream, which will be up in 20 minutes. And come back on Twitch if you want to catch me there. But if not, I will see you next time. Next week, I'll be back playing First Light for the first time, and we will also be doing watch parties for State of Play, Summer Game Fest, and Xbox Showcase. Plus, I have my 1-year anniversary stream next Sunday. So lots of stuff to come. All right, guys, take care. I'm going to start the raid. Go say hi to Alexa and give him my best. And I'll see some of you very soon. Take care, everyone. I'm going to put this on stream ending. Bye-bye.
That sound, I know it was loud.